going to be a bit of a haul for you guys. I'm going to share with you guys everything that I picked up makeup-wise for Black Friday. I actually did not do any shopping for Cyber Monday, but I did want to pick up a couple of brands for Black Friday. I really didn't go too crazy. I only picked up stuff from 2 brands that have been on my list for quite a while. Excuse me, I just like burped and hiccuped, whatever. So let's get into it. Okay, so let's get into some of the makeup, and then I also picked up just some backups of like skincare and hair care and even some other skincare products that I just needed to get. When my sister was here, she kind of like told me to get like certain things that I needed. I'm probably going to save the stuff that I got from my store Lucky Brand for a separate haul video because I might still be getting a couple of other things soon, and I don't really want to film like a separate haul for that too, and also it kind of makes this haul a little bit shorter, so I'm only going to share like a few things with you guys. So the first brand that I wanted to purchase for Black Friday, and I was waiting for their Black Friday sale to purchase from them, and this brand has been on my mind for quite a while, and I finally just decided to pick up some products from Game Beauty. Now this is a like indie brand that is very, why am I not holding this properly? This is an indie brand that is very like game inspired. It basically, the name is self-explanatory. They are basically like a brand that is for gamer girls and gamer people that are also into makeup, and I think it's just such a fun brand and concept. And honestly, a lot of girls or guys that play games are very into makeup as well, and I just think it's a brilliant concept that she came out. I think it's a woman that runs this brand, like correct me if I'm wrong, but the owner is so beyond sweet too. They've reposted me a couple of times, and it's just really, really nice to see like some of those brands like recognize that even if you don't have like a big following at all, they still appreciate like a pretty makeup look or just appreciate that you've bought their products. I think that's really awesome, and they have reposted me a couple times, so it's pretty awesome. So anyway, I picked up the Game Beauty Victory palette. So this is what it looks like. Very, very cool. Was very excited to finally purchase this because I actually wanted to get this last year during their Black Friday sale, but again, I just was purchasing way too many products and eyeshadow palettes last year. So I was kind of happy that I had the opportunity to be able to try them this year because I put myself on a palette no-buy in October, so when November rolled around, there was definitely some palettes that were on my mind, and I got the chocolate palette and the Onen's Eye palette like around the beginning of November, and I already shared those in another haul video. These I waited till their Black Friday sales. So anyway, this one is the Victory palette, and I love how this opens up because it opens up like this. Isn't that so freaking cute? I love it. And then this is actually the top, so it actually opens up like this. So I don't know why it's upside down on the outside. When you open it, like you would think that this would be facing up, but obviously when you open the palette from the packaging, this is facing up, but when you open it, it's upside down. It's funny. But anyway, it comes with a mirror, and then this is what the palette looks like, and I love that you can fold it all the way back. So that's really cool. So this is what the palette looks like. It is a 10-pan eyeshadow palette. I'll just give you guys a close-up. And it comes with 6 mattes and 4 shimmers. And I think that's why I really wanted to get this palette. This palette also really gives me Urban Decay Wild West vibes, but like turned up a notch because I did not love the formula of that palette. I actually ended up selling that palette earlier this year. So I did film a get ready with me with this look like just before I started filming this video. So you guys will see like what I started talking about like makeup purging and stuff like that if you guys want to check it out. But this is the Victory palette. So we have Hard Carry, Tank, Loot, Kiting, and Glory. And then we have Pug, Glass Cannon, Gold, OP, and GG. And I literally don't know what any of these terms mean. I know it's for a certain video game. I think some of these are World of Warcraft terms, but I have no idea. I've never played World of Warcraft in my life. I just thought this color story was so pretty. And I definitely thought that this was the color story that I gravitated more towards and the most to, because most of their other eyeshadow palettes are very colorful, and I just felt that this was a lot more of a wearable palette for me. I can tell you guys right now, I know I posted a first impressions on this, but I can tell you right now, I love this palette. I love this formula. I think the formula is beautiful. I think the mattes blend so super smooth and beautifully on the eyes, and the shimmers are stunning. So easy to work with, but the mattes really are so beautiful. And I feel like Game Beauty's eyeshadow formula is kind of underhyped, even though they mostly started out as a eyeshadow palette brand because that's all they had to offer. And now they've expanded their range more, and I'm so excited for them to be expanding. But they have a solid eyeshadow formula, and this is one of my favorite formulas I've tried this year already. Like, it's gorgeous, even though it's towards the end of the year. But the shimmers are just so super sparkly and multi-dimensional. I especially love the shade Glory and Loot. This one is gold and this one is Glory, and Loot is like this stunning, like super shimmery, whitish. Oh, it's so freaking gorgeous. It's like a super sparkly, whitish, greenish color. Actually, it's not even that green. It's kind of more of like an icy white shimmer. They're so pretty. So this one is gold, obviously, because it's gold. This one is Glory, and this one is Loot. Super sparkly, gorgeous shimmers. I love them. I'm like, gorgeous. And then the mattes, though, are so smooth and buttery. I'm obsessed with them. I think that they're so good. So these are some of the matte shades. Look how soft and beautiful those are. Like, you can just tell by swatching them. Like, as soon as I swatch these, I'm like, wow, these are super smooth and buttery. I know that they're going to be beautiful on the eyes. Like, sometimes you just know by the swatches. You're like, dang, that's super smooth. So this one is Pug, this one is Kiting, and this one is Tank. So obsessed. The only thing that I will say about some of the shades, I mean, I pretty much love all of the mattes, but I do tend to get just a little bit of fallout with the two darkest shades in here, because when you start blending out a bit more, you can get a bit of fallout. But since they are the darkest shades in the palette, and since I always do my eyeshadow first before I do my face, it's not really that big of a deal for me, because it's not like it's all underneath my eyes. So that's not really a huge deal for me, but I'm just pointing it out for you guys. And then I would say gold. I mean, it's gorgeous, but Game Beauty is kind of known for their marbled shimmers, and that's really what makes their palettes like special and unique. But I have to say that this shade wasn't really like multi-dimensional at all. It was kind of just a straight up gold. I thought it was going to have more of like these marbled, like goldish marbled pattern to it on your lid, but it really doesn't. So just keep that in mind. And then this shade, Glass Cannon, it's really pretty, but it takes a little bit more building to get this one more opaque than it does like for the rest of these shimmers, but it's still really pretty once you get it on your eyes. But I love it. I have no regrets getting this. I think it's beautiful. So definitely a smash for me. I love it, and I'm really excited to use it some more. The only shade that I haven't used on my lid yet is that shade Loot, and I can't wait because it's such a gorgeous color, but I have used all the other shimmers, and I have to say they're all beautiful. So definitely love that. And then, of course, the other product that I got was one of the highlighters. Of course, I had to try one of their highlighters. Even though they don't have a full line yet, I knew I wanted to try these, and I think these came out earlier this year. And I knew as soon as these came out, I was going to try them at some point. So the shade that I got is the Elemental Pearl Highlighter in the shade 03 Geo. And this is kind of like the lighter gold shade. Of course, I had to get the gold shade because, duh, when do I not get a gold shade of highlighter? So this one is the gold. And that is the outer packaging. And then this is the highlighter. It's really pretty. You can't really see it that well in this lighting because of the lamp, but it's a really pretty, like super sparkly yellowish gold, and I love this formula. It's so pretty on the skin. I've only used it twice because I did get a newer highlighter palette that I'm about to share with you guys. But look at that. Isn't that absolutely stunning? I love this highlighter. This is definitely one of my favorites of the year. It's so beautiful on the skin. It has like this gorgeous intensity to it, and I love it. I think that this is way more worth getting over the House Labs highlighters, like hands down. And this one's like $18, and I think this one's a way better formula. Just saying. I really am thinking about returning that highlighter because I really don't think it's worth it. But this is gorgeous. I love it. And I have a few errands to run if my boyfriend doesn't answer me soon. But I'm starting to get hungry too. And usually I wait to eat with him. And now it's getting like late and I'm getting hungry. So, okay. And then the last thing that I got from Game Beauty is one of the eyeshadow brushes, because you had to spend $45 in order to like shop pay your order. Like, since I always break up my orders payments in fours, they offer that with shop pay. They don't have afterpay, but they do offer it with shop pay, but you have to spend $45 minimum in order to do that. So I was like, I'll just get one of the eyeshadow brushes, because with the palette and the highlighter, I think it was only like $35 because obviously everything was on sale. So I got one of the eyeshadow brushes, and I love this. I think it's a really nice brush. It's just one of their standard crease brushes, but they do have a brush set available as well. Besides the highlighters, they have expanded to more products besides the eyeshadow palettes, and this is a great brush. It's super soft, really, really nice. I've been using it every time I use the Game Beauty palette, but I'm going to use this more on a regular basis because it's such a good brush. It's really smooth. I really love the shape of it. It's really, really nice. So that is everything that I got from Game Beauty. Now let's move on to the other brand that I'm wearing most of the products on my face today. And the other brand that I wanted to try during their Black Friday sale, and honestly their sale was really, really good, was BlendBunny Cosmetics. BlendBunny has been on my mind to try for quite a while. And I pretty much knew when this palette came out that I was going to try this palette, because I felt like the other palettes before this were kind of just too big for my liking. They were like 30 pan eyeshadow palettes. And just for me, I know that I am not going to use 30 pan eyeshadow palettes all that often. I really don't purchase 30 pan eyeshadow palettes. The only 30 pan eyeshadow palette that I have purchased since the Kathleen Light's So Jaded eyeshadow palette, that is the only 30 pan eyeshadow palette that I had owned in my collection until the Harry Potter palette came out. And I love that palette. So I have not purchased a 30 pan eyeshadow palette in like 3 years. So when this palette came out, I knew that this was the perfect size for me. And this is the BlendBunny Cosmetics All Done Up eyeshadow palette. And this is the 20 Shade Ultra Glam palette. Now this is the first palette that she has done in the 20 pan format, because a lot of people were asking her to make her palettes a little bit smaller. I mean, some people will purchase every single palette from BlendBunny because they were absolutely raving about the eyeshadow formula. So I really wanted to know what all the hype was about with this brand, and I knew that I was going to try them eventually. They always piqued my interest. So I was like, I think that this is going to be the one that I end up trying. And at first I was like, I'm not going to get this. I was just going to get the highlighting palette and the lip product. But I was like, I really just want to try their eyeshadows. So I ended up getting the All Done Up palette. So this is what it looks like. So I will show you guys a close-up. And it does come with a really big mirror. And this is actually a pretty good mirror. I've been using it sometimes if I need to get like a close-up of my highlighter or to see what my eyeshadow looks like. And I think it's a really good mirror. So it does come with a plastic insert that I already took out. And it comes with 15 mattes and 5 shimmers. And I think that's pretty much the perfect ratio of shimmers and mattes for me. Because sometimes I do like when it's an even amount of mattes and shimmers, but when it comes to a bigger palette, like if this was a 10 pan palette, maybe like 6 mattes and 4 shimmers would have been better, but since this is a bigger palette, I'd rather have more mattes than shimmer options anyway. So let's go through the shades. So first we have Knockout, Vision, Features, Close-Up, and Natural. Then we have the Look, Muse, Unexpected, Pouty, and Transform. And then we have Smokin', Shapely, Doe-Eyed, Ready, and Goddess. Oh my god, I said Goddess. Oh my lord. Goddess would be G-O-O-D, Caitlin, not G-O-D, you dumbass. And then the shimmer shades are Accentuate, Shine, Centerfold, Wink, and Starlet. I can't believe I said Goddess. What a dumbass. So I am wearing this palette on my eyes today, and a Get Ready With Me will be up on this palette probably by next week because I still need to post my first impressions of this palette before I post the look that I just did. But I'll just tell you guys what I used really quick. So I used Unexpected in the crease. Then I darkened up the crease more with Muse. And then I used the shade Shapely on my outer corners. And then I put this beautiful greenish white all over my lid called Shine. It's so beautiful. And then I used the shade Vision underneath my brows. And oh my god, I'm like obsessed with this shade. It's such a gorgeous, like, really light wearable green, and I have nothing like this in my collection. It's so pretty. And then I put Centerfold all in my inner corner, and that's everything that I'm wearing on my eyes today. And then I just threw on a white liner on my waterline. I have to tell you guys, the hype is totally real with this brand. They are overhyped for a reason. Their formula is fantastic. I have pretty much tried almost every single shade in this palette. The only shade I haven't worn on my lid yet is Wink. But you guys, this matte formula is, it's not like, oh my god, like heaven sent, but it's one of the easiest blendable formulas I've ever used. And the more and more I use it, though, the more and more I end up loving it. Like, at first I was like, oh, it's just so easy to use. But honestly, like, it's so smooth and easy to build up the pigmentation because it never gets patchy. And it just looks so gorgeous on the eyes. And these shimmers are so ridiculously beautiful and sparkly. I'm obsessed. And most people said that this shimmer formula was a step up from her other palettes, and y'all know how much of a shimmer lover that I am, that I'm kind of happy that I waited to try this shimmer formula from her. So it just looks stunning. So I'm just going to swatch a couple of the shades for you guys. I'm getting hungry, so I had to text him. I think I'm going to swatch just like some of these shades in the middle row for you guys. But they look like such gorgeous mattes. So I'm just going to swatch a couple of those. Yeah. So those are some of the mattes for you guys. That green didn't swatch the greatest. But I'm getting hungry. Like, I kind of just want to have lunch. So this one is Unexpected, this one is Muse, and this one is Ready. So they're just really pigmented, very smooth matte shades. And then I'm going to swatch a couple of the shimmers because they are gorgeous. My goodness. Let's just swatch these three. So this one is Centerfold, this one is Wink, and this one is Accentuate. They are so ridiculously foiled and sparkly in person. Like, on camera, they're not even gonna, I mean, they're already blinding the camera, but they are stunning. And they're not piecey or flaky at all on the eyes. Even though they're a bit flaky when you swatch them, they're not flaky at all on the eyes. They're super smooth. Oh, look how gorgeous those are. So this one is Centerfold, this one is Wink, and this one is Accentuate. They're so ridiculously sparkly in person, but oh my god, they're so beautiful. So I'm obsessed with this palette, and I can't wait to use it more. I think I'm going to use it a ton this month. And like every time I don't use it, I'm like, I can't wait to use it again. So that's how much I really like this palette. So I really love it, and I think it's definitely a palette I'm going to get a lot of use out of. I think I'm going to get more use out of this palette than the Game Beauty palette. Like, I was kind of thinking about it, and I'm like, I'm probably going to reach for this palette more over the Game Beauty palette. But it's really okay, because I really just wanted to try the formula of Game Beauty. So that is the BlendBunny palette. And then I also picked up, again, I wasn't sure if I was going to pick this up originally, but I was like, I have to try their highlighters. So this is the BlendBunny Cosmetics Noctilucent highlighter palette. And a lot of people have been raving about this palette as well, and y'all know how much I love highlighters, so I really just wanted to try these highlighters. So I'm just going to open this up. Maybe I'll just have a snack before, because I have some pita chips in front of me, so I'm probably just going to eat those. Why did I put my highlighting brush in my pencil holder? That goes over here, Caitlin. So this is the Noctilucent palette by BlendBunny Cosmetics, and it is a 6-pan highlighting palette. It does come with a mirror as well. And then this is the palette. It kind of has some very blinding packaging, so I'm going to hold it back like this. It's a little hard to do a close. Okay, you can see it. So that is a quick close-up of it. It kind of has super reflective packaging, so it's going to reflect off the light quite a bit. So the shades are Far Out, Phenomena, and Dreamlike, and then we have Enlighten, Transient, and Apparition. So I haven't used every single shade in this palette yet. I've only used the bottom row. I haven't used the top row yet because I only have one face. I'm actually wearing one of the highlighters that I actually have used before in this palette again, because I really wanted that shade on my cheeks. Look how gorgeous that is. So the one I'm wearing is Enlighten, and that is a stunning, like, greenish yellowish color, and I think that one might be my favorite in the palette because it's like a warmer tone greenish gold, and I love it. I think it's so pretty. These are very super sparkly highlighters, so if you're not into that type of formula of highlighters, you're probably not going to like this. But for me, I like more so like a super intense highlighter, not really something that's super sparkly, but I still think that this is stunning. But it's probably not something I'm going to use every single day, but I have been using it as like a wearable highlighter too, because I think that for some reason there's like something wearable about it, even though they're like super intense. So I really cannot wait to wear these highlighters. I'm going to wear them like throughout when I work more, like later in the week. Like I'm planning on wearing Far Out or Phenomena on Friday. I just thought that this highlighter worked best with the look that I was wearing today. So let's swatch a couple of these. I feel like I've been talking for so long already. So those are the 3 shades that I'll swatch for you guys. They're so beyond sparkly and pretty. I don't even know if I have room for this one. But they swatch so well that, like, it doesn't really matter. So this one is, I don't even remember. Oh my god. I already forgot. I think this one is Phenomena. This one is Far Out. And wait, this one is Far Out. This one is Phenomena. And this one is Transient, I believe. I think that one is Transient, yeah. So gorgeous, so multi-dimensional. I cannot wait to use the other shades in this palette, but honestly, both of these palettes are banging, so I'm really excited to try the rest of those shades. So that is the Noctilucent palette by BlendBunny. And then the last thing that I got from BlendBunny Cosmetics, and then the rest of the things are all like skincare backup things, is one of the All Done Up lip kits. I really wanted to try one of the lippies as well, and I didn't realize, for some reason, I didn't realize that this came with a lip liner, but I was like, oh yeah, I forgot it's a lip kit, so obviously it comes with a lip liner. So the lip kit that I decided to get was the shade Doll Face. So the Doll Face lip liner is the creamy lip liner, and I absolutely am obsessed with the packaging. I think it's really nice, high-end good quality packaging. And this is the All Done Up Lippy pencil, and it's a really pretty, like, brownish red. Super pretty. So when I first got this lippy, I thought it was going to be a little bit more of a, like, nude But this is like this is a gorgeous lip color. I'm obsessed with it. But it's a little bit hard to see what they look like on the website because I'm like, I was originally going to go with Tease, but then I thought that this shade was gorgeous, so I ended up going with this one. I didn't realize like how red it actually was online, but it's more of like a wearable red. So that is the shade. And this is the packaging. I'm absolutely obsessed with the packaging. I think it's such a beautiful like ombre, pinky, mauve packaging. It's so pretty. And then it says doll face on the bottom. And then the applicator is really nice too. It's just a standard doe foot. And I will swatch it, I guess, right next to it. And the lippy is definitely lighter than the actual lip liner. But both of them together are so freaking pretty. And actually this layers over the lip liner really, really well. And the lip liner doesn't even show through. Like, sometimes you can have that problem where if the lip liner is like darker than the lippy, the lip liner is like too dark for the lippy and it just feels like it's just looks weird. But this layers gorgeously and it's such a gorgeous like reddish mauve color. It's beyond gorgeous and the formula of this lipstick is amazing and I kind of want to get another shade because it is such a comfortable formula. It lasts so long and it does not get crusty or dry at all. It's so comfortable on the lips and when you layer it, it's beautiful. Like, does not feel dry at all. Literally feels like I'm wearing nothing on my lips. I'm obsessed with this formula. So she's killing it and all of her formulas are amazing and I'm super excited to see what she comes out with next. I don't know if they're going to get me again, but they're definitely a brand I feel like I'm going to repurchase from in the future. So that is everything that I got from BlendBunny and now let's just share just 3 things. Actually, I think I only have 2 things from Sephora because I actually did end up picking up one more thing from the Sephora VIB sale, but it was just a backup of something that I wanted to get during the sale, but it was out of stock online, but it was in stock in the store, and I'm talking about my Milk Hydro Grip Set and Refresh Spray, so I just picked up another one of these because I was completely out of this or I think I was almost out of it by the time the sale rolled around. So I'm really happy that they had it in store. So I just picked up another backup of this. I actually exchanged the Milk Makeup Concealer for this because I ended up not liking that concealer. So I just exchanged it for this because I knew I was going to use this. So, and I actually picked up the Makeup by Mario Plumping Lip Serum because everybody talks about how good they are. I cannot stand the plumping sensation. Like, literally burnt my lips after like 2 seconds. I took it back the next day because I exchanged the concealer for the spray and the Makeup by Mario Lippy, and I was like, I'm just gonna keep the spray. I was like, this lip plumper is not for me. And then the last thing that I got from Sephora was the Ole Henriksen Find Your Glow Brightening Skincare Set. You guys know how much I freaking love Ole Henriksen's products. I actually just went in to get another backup of my face wash, which is the Truth Juice Daily Cleanser. But that's sitting in my bathroom right now. But then I saw this set that had the face wash included. And this face skincare set only costed me $40 when this alone, it's not that expensive. This alone is like $17-18. But you also get a full size of this, and I think this is also a full size as well. But I've tried 3 out of the 4 of these products. I've had the Banana Bright Eye Cream before, and I've also had the Truth Sea Rush Brightening Gel Cream Moisturizer. So I know that I love those products, but I also kind of wanted to try and go back to these products. So I was thinking about repurchasing them anyway. Sorry. But also, I was actually very excited to get this kit because I also was thinking about going back to the vitamin C serum from Ole Hendrickson too, and they just so happened to include it in this box. But also, this is the only product that I have not tried that was in this set, and I kind of was always interested in trying it. So this is the Banana Bright Vitamin C Serum, and it says 15% vitamin C, all of that. So I'm very, very excited to try this. And since this is a full size, this is going to last me a really long time. I don't know if I'm really that crazy about the vitamin C serum from Inkey List anymore. I don't think it really does much, so I'm very intrigued to try this. Obviously, I'm going to use up the one from Inkey List first, and then I will start using this one. But that was really cool that this was included, so this was definitely all things that I would use. And I also kind of wanted to go back to the Ole Hendrickson eye cream because I love this eye cream, and I do like the retinol one from the Inkey List. But I don't know, I feel like I just need something that's a little bit more brightening, and I love this eye cream. And then this face cream, I do love the peptide moisturizer from Inkey List, but I have gone through, I think, 2 of these before, and this cream really does smooth my skin, and really, this whole line really does brighten my complexion so much. And once I started using this again, my face became so much brighter when I started using it again at night. So I've just been using it as my nighttime moisturizer, and I love it. It's so good. But all of those are currently in my bathroom right now, so that's why I didn't show anything else in this kit. I just wanted to show the only new product that was in this kit for me. So those are the only 2 things that I got from Sephora. I also did just order my shampoo and conditioner from Sephora because they are doing a 20% off promo for gifts around this time. And I got the my shampoo and conditioner, so I just ordered that. I wasn't going to wait for that to come because you guys have seen me talk about those 10 million times, but I did just get the Kiehl's shampoo and conditioner. I got the amino acid shampoo and amino acid conditioner because I'm running pretty low on them. And I didn't want to miss out on the 20% off sale that was going on. And honestly, I wasn't going to use it to get gifts for anyone because literally nobody goes to Sephora, or really, like, there's nobody that I'm really going to purchase a gift for from Sephora. So I wanted to use it for myself. And obviously, I wanted to use it on something that I use all the time. So that is everything from Sephora. And then I just got 2 things from Ulta, and then that's it. So, okay, and then I just got 2 things from Ulta when I was with my sister because they were doing a Black Friday coupon of $10 off a $40 purchase. So I knew I was running out of my Philosophy dry shampoo. So my sister convinced me to purchase the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day dry shampoo in the full size because this is my favorite dry shampoo, and I always get like the smaller one, but that does last me like a few months. But she's like, you'll get the best value if you get the bigger one. So I just decided to purchase the bigger one, and this says actually cleans hair, eliminates oil, sweat, and odor. So I just got the full size. I've already started using it, and I'm probably just going to keep it because I think this is going to last me probably like a year. So I got that. And then I also really wanted to get these again. I don't know why it took me so long to get these back in my life, but I finally purchased more pimple patches. So this is the Hero Mighty Patch, the original pimple patches, and it says 36 in this pack. This is pretty boring, so I'm just going to tell you guys I purchased this again. I've actually never had this brand before, but I just needed these back in my life because I actually ran out of the ones that I have, and I just never repurchased any. So I was like, oh, I should get these too. So I actually got 2 things that I need. So and then the last thing is just something that I got from one of my dear friends in a giveaway that she just did. And this is the Colored Rain Matte Lip Paint Satin Cream Liquid Lipstick. I was getting confused when she was sending me like the pictures of them, But then she told me that the name of this was satin cream when I actually thought that the formula of it was satin cream, but it's actually the color. So this says may your lipstick game always be fierce, which is really cute. And this is the Colored Rain liquid lipstick in the shade I almost said fierce, in the shade Satin Cream. And this is a really pretty like brownie nude shade. So it was really cool that I ended up winning her giveaway because it was on one of the lives that I wasn't able to make it to. And then she messages me later and tells me that I won the giveaway. And I was like, that's so sweet. And then she sent me like the options that were what she was giving away. And they were 3 different lip products. And this is the one that I liked. And that was just really cool. I was like, of course it's on a live that I wasn't there. I was like, that's the luck that I have is when I'm not there. So it's a really pretty nude. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little bit of a shorter haul, so I'm not talking forever. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram at CBW819 and check out my Poshmark at the same handle. And let me know if you guys tried any of these products. Have you tried Game Beauty or BlendBunny? Please let me know. Are you shopping this 20% off sale at Sephora? Is there anything on your wish list? Are there any gifts that you're getting for people with this 20% off? Let me know. Okay, bye.